Okay.
This is great. This is great. All right, content marketing, content mapping, really great stuff. So I'd like to take us to a different sort of area. And I want to introduce a primary question that probably all of us here in the audience need to answer to basically do their job every single day. How am I getting found? Now, foundational to managing your web presence, you have to understand, are you getting found? Where are you getting found? Are you not getting found? Which pieces of content are performing? Is your competition getting found? Do you have content and is it actually performing? Do you not have content and maybe you need to create one? Now, a few minutes ago, we just talked about the content needs to be found by the right person at the right place and at the right time. Let's take it a level deeper now and learn what real search experience is like for our key persona. Now, to truly understand the search experience in this new world of today, it's becoming increasingly and exponentially more complex. If in the past, when people were searching for something, we would all see one common result. For a marketer, answering the question, how am I being found, it was actually an easy question to answer. Now today, to answer this question, think of how many more things you have to consider. The result may vary based on the type of content that is being created, the type of city that you are doing the search, and the type of device that you're actually doing it. Now for content type, you may show up in images and news results and local listing and local directory listing and local carousel and videos. And with all these great possibilities, you as marketers are basically presented with many opportunities to get found. But so is your competitor. So the key here is to take advantage of these opportunities is by having the right insights. Now, the next question that I typically think when I'm looking at this today is actually, how am I being found on those different cities and different devices? Today, marketers have limited options actually answering this question. They can do it in somewhat of a very brute force approach that is very expensive. Basically, they're going to hop up on some airplanes, go to every city around the world, stack up some bunch of devices with them, and then they're going to go record the results. Good luck with that. Well, the other option that they can have is basically call up all their friends around the world in those different cities and ask them to do like tons of different searches for them on their different devices. Let me know how that goes. So really, more likely, as marketer, what you would be doing is to try to get the best result, looking at the country-level information, and try to generalize this information and apply it to the specific performance in these regions. And that is what many marketers are actually doing. And it's just not good enough. Now, here at Conductor, we've actually been thinking about this problem. And I'll tell you, it's a hard one to solve. We used to look at one piece of information in one dimension. Now, we have to multiply this entire thing with so many additional dimensions. Think about it. Location, device, the type of content that you want to do, the different cities that you want to show up. Do it at a global, and for all of you guys here in the audience, do it actually at scale. Now, this has created a large scale of complexity. Add to this challenge of presenting this in a simple and in articulate manner, and you start to appreciate the scope of the opportunity. The good news is that we're here to present a solution. And I'm proud to present to you our new solution. It's called Searchlight 3.0. Let's take a look at how it's used.
Customers are searching for your content, and the device they are using and the location where they're searching can be the difference between finding your content and your competitors. What's more, search is no longer just a standard list of 10 results. Local results, images, news articles. Do you know if you have the right mix of content in order to make sure it's your content getting in front of customers every time, regardless of the content type, location, or device type? Are your competitors circumventing all your effort to create great content by using images or video when search engines believe that content is more relevant? Searchlight can help. Searchlight measures your performance against what your target audience actually experiences in search and enables you to identify the specific type of content that will be most likely to reach them. Drill into image blocks or local results for deep insights about your performance, as well as your competitive position. Use this data to ensure that you're getting your content in front of your target audience, no matter the location, device, or type, driving not just more traffic, but more customers.
All right, so are you guys ready to look at some examples here? Yeah. All right, so to help me look in a few of the examples, I'd like to invite Steph and Kim, our product manager, to walk us through a few examples together.
Thanks, Baruch.
Now, before we get started, our theme here is Bed Bath & Beyond. So keep in mind that we are the marketing team at Bed Bath & Beyond.
So as part of the digital marketing team here at Bed Bath & Beyond, we've identified Jenny as an awesome potential customer for us. So what do we know about Jenny? She just moved to San Francisco, she lives in a new apartment, and she loves baking. So the first thing she does when she moves into her new apartment is she searches for baking cookies. And this is what we see here on the left. Now, what does Searchlight tell us about this? For baking cookies in San Francisco on a desktop, the first thing that Searchlight points out is that there are actually 13 results on the first page. We as Bed Bath & Beyond did not rank, and one of our competitors was ahead of us. Okay. So that's disappointing, but let's take a closer look. Let's see if there's some opportunities. So Searchlight now tells me comprehensively everything that was on the first page, where the image results appear in relation to the video results. And if I really want to take a closer look at who's showing up with the great visibility here in terms of video results, I can see exactly who's showing up, how that's changed over time. And this is great. I can go back to my team and put together a video content strategy that makes sense, and we can really win. So let's take a look at another example. Let's say that Jenny's moved on past baking cookies, and she wants to decorate her bedroom. So the next search she does in San Francisco is where to buy curtains. So what's different about this keyword is, in addition to the standard content, we're seeing local business listings. And let's see how that gets surfaced in Searchlight. So where to buy curtains in San Francisco on a desktop. There are 17 results this time. I'm in position 12, but this time there are 2 competitors ahead of me. So taking a closer look at exactly what appears on the first page, the reason that I'm lagging so far behind my competitors is that I'm not showing up in these local listings. So the message back to the team is, hey, unless we can get our physical location more relevant for this term, it's going to be really difficult for us to compete here.
All right. So now we're going to take it to another example here. In this case, Mark is actually in New York City. He recently relocated to New York City for his new job. Now he's also actually looking to furnish his apartment. Now, what Mark is actually doing is performing the same search results, this time in New York City. And what we can see is a wide range of results that are showing up. As we just saw before, lots of local results. Let's take a look at how it's reflected in Searchlight. So in this case, when Mark is doing his search in New York on a desktop, there are actually 17 results showing up on the first page. And Bed Bath & Beyond is actually ranked number 3, which they're doing pretty well, and their competitors are showing up ahead of them. They're actually ahead of the local pack that can be seen. Now, Mark now is ready actually to go and furnish his new apartment. And he's going to look for some bed stores on his desktop. So these are the type of examples we can see on the left. And let's see how this is reflected in Searchlight. So when he's actually searching for bed store, me as the marketer of Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm able to see 16 results on the first page. And actually, Bed Bath & Beyond is nowhere to be seen on the first page. So the results do vary. Now, our friend Mark is going to do the exact same search on his mobile phone, this time looking for bed stores. And if we scroll down, Bed Bath & Beyond can be seen. Let's see how this is reflected at Searchlight on the right-hand side. If I click on New York and looking into the results on the smartphone, the results are showing me a different story. And what they're showing me that there are actually 17 results, and I'm ranked 4th in this position. If I scroll down further, I'm able to see where I'm actually ranking. Now, as a marketer, the story that I get out of it is 2 things. The first thing is that probably if you invested in some mobile strategy about optimizing some of your pages to appear in the mobile devices, are probably starting to pay off. And then the second thing, which is even more important, your local strategy about partnering with the right folks to get you on the local listing is probably starting to pay off as well. Stefan, let's take a look at another example, maybe more of a B2B type example.
Sure. So far we've been talking a lot about big business to consumer, big brand keywords, but this is really relevant for everyone in the room. Whether you're working as a B2C marketer, a B2B marketer, whether you're working for one of the organizations that works with the Conductor Foundation, we all really need to think about how location, device, universal search has such a big impact on what real people see. So let's pretend for an example that we're a software company. We sell a risk management platform to big corporate executives. And we want to rank really well for this term risk management on an iPad. These are the results that we see on the left. So again, it's not just standard content we see. Search engines are clearly underlining opportunities for us to differentiate. There's this image block here. And this is how it's reflected in Searchlight. I can put together a quick workspace on risk management again, see all the results that appear on the first page. I'm able to see a news result popped in. An image block is in position 4. There are in-depth articles at the bottom of the first page. And what's interesting to me is if I take a close look at who's actually appearing in the image results, none of these websites have invested the millions of dollars that I have in creating a risk management platform. They just create clip art for risk management. I created an awesome infographic that actually provides value here, and so this is how I'm going to leapfrog the competition. All right. So what we just talked about was the first feature built on the new Conductor Searchlight 3.0 architecture, but we have a lot more. We have the ability to report from 400 cities across the globe on 3 distinct device types, so desktops, smartphones, and tablets. We'll give you comprehensive reporting on everything that appears on the first page, where universal search results appear, where you appear in universal search results, how that changes over time. And of course, we package that all together in Searchlight workspaces to take your reporting activities to the next level.
Wow. I mean, this is just amazing. So I am sure many of you here in the audience want to learn more about it. And Stefan Kim and Ren Lacerda from Mediagistic are going to have later today a breakout session where they're going to walk you through some of the local strategies, some of the mobile strategies, some of the content strategy that you may be thinking, some of the different nuances of using it, and actually even taking a deeper look into what's behind Searchlight 3.0 that actually help us power this entire complex type of reporting. So really, if you want to learn more, come over, and we'll be happy to share with you. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll move forward. Sorry, I moved back. We'll move forward. All right. You can advance my note. All right, great. So as Seth mentioned earlier, consumers are basically looking beyond search engine to find a lot of the answers to their questions. And I want to share with you all how one of our customers, bodybuilding.com, is taking advantage of this new era of marketing. But before we take a look, I want to say a few words about bodybuilding.com. All right, we'll try again. Here we go. So bodybuilding.com, #1 sports nutrition retailer. This is a fairly large company, and they have over $500 million in revenue. They have used a very creative way of connecting with their customer. So instead of me talking, let's take a look.
My name is Ryan DeLuca. I'm the CEO and founder of bodybuilding.com. Bodybuilding.com is the world's largest fitness and bodybuilding website. We concentrate on our mission of helping our visitors reach their health, fitness, and appearance goals through information, motivation, and supplementation. So around 1996, I graduated from Capitol High in Boise, Idaho, and that's when you started to hear about the internet. And so I started just going online learning about internet marketing, learning about affiliate marketing, learning about e-commerce and search engine optimization before that was a thing. And so we really started right from the beginning with content. And content allowed us to bring people to our site way before they're even thinking about purchasing a product. I knew that video was going to be very important to the future of our company and to the future of e-commerce in general. So we slowly started to build that up over time. Now it's probably the biggest competitive advantage we have as a company.
With 9,000 videos on our site, we definitely are looking for ways to better understand how we can get those videos in front of the correct audience to make sure that those videos have the most impact and meet the needs that an individual customer has. So we see a very large opportunity with YouTube. Obviously, people are looking for health and related fitness content on there, and there's a ton of it already, and we have definitely put a lot of our content on YouTube. But in the future, we will be creating content specifically for YouTube, and we're very excited about that.
We're gonna be able to use these videos and all these different channels in order to build brand awareness and hopefully build our audience to our site.
All right. So what are the key takeaways that I take from bodybuilding.com? So first of all, they don't just focus on creating content about product, but they're actually focusing on the actual needs of their customers. And also, it's probably not enough to just write content. They use the media formats that best engage with their customers. In this case, video. Now, we actually been blown away with what bodybuilding.com are actually doing on YouTube. But even more so, we were more impressed when we took a closer look. In fact, 7 out of 10 of the customers in this room today have an official YouTube presence. In total, there are 17 million views to the content that your team or you have actually created on YouTube. And by the way, YouTube itself is the second largest search engine with over 1 billion active users per month. So we thought, well, how can we help marketers gain this important insight? And what can they learn from YouTube as a channel in relation in search optimization activities that they take? So we're happy to introduce Channel Insights for YouTube. Now, to help us take a closer look into this, thank you. I want to invite Vishal back into the stage, and we're going to take a look at a few examples. I know, we missed him. All right, Vishal. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to walk you through for some of the new interface that help you gain valuable insight into your performance. What you're going to see first is basically an executive level summary of the specific channel, in this case, Bed Bath & Beyond on YouTube. Obviously, we're giving you some of the key metrics that are the number of videos and the number of subscribers. But as we all know, that the story is probably bigger here with the content. And what we're trying to bring to you is also how people are engaging with your content. And Searchlight, what it does right now, reports to you on the number of views and also how much time people are actually spending when they're watching these videos. In this particular example, what you can see is that engagement is on the rise. Now, if we wanted to take a look even closer into what the video team has actually been up to, we're going to scroll down and take a look at this. So Searchlight automatically display all the different search terms that are used on YouTube, okay, to find your information. On the left-hand side, we can see the different types of results that are stacked up against the number of referrals on YouTube. Now, I wonder what type of video content is actually showing up for the keyword as seen on TV. What we're showing you right here are the exact type of content that is coming up on YouTube when people are actually searching this information. So on the right-hand side, what you can see is the organic search on Google US. And currently, this keyword is tracked on Searchlight. So Vishal, can we take a closer look on how As Seen on TV is performing in Searchlight?
Absolutely. So since we've got this term in Searchlight, we have our comprehensive keyword visibility details interface that allows us to assess the organic Google search performance for this term. And here what we can clearly see is we're just not performing well at all. We're not even in striking distance. We don't have a preferred URL set for this keyword. I'm pretty sure we haven't even categorized it. So we're tracking this in Searchlight, but given how much traffic it's driving to our YouTube content, we may want to give it a little bit more focus within Google search.
So for the first time, actually, Searchlight is showing us some form of a divide in my web presence. For Bed Bath & Beyond, actually, this provides a content improvement opportunity back on the search channel, being Google. All right. Now, the next thing that we're going to take a look is actually the second highest, most referred term. In this case, most space in college dorm. Somewhat of an early stage type of a query that people would be looking into. Here, what I can see is different types of video. And as a marketer of Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm not even familiar with this type of videos. So Vishal, can we take this query and put it on YouTube for a minute?
Absolutely. So let's take this example query. Most space in college dorm. This is how someone would search on it on YouTube. This is a YouTube search results page. We can see that the top organic result is Bed Bath & Beyond video. It's got pretty high engagement, over 40,000 views, to be expected if this is the video that has the highest engagement of all on our YouTube channel.
Wow, this is amazing. So there is so much more that I can actually take from this type of information that is showing up. I get different types of referrals, I get the information, and I can start to inform the strategy that I want to take about the type of content and how am I performing on YouTube and get the exact synergy. Now, we were actually not tracking this keyword in Searchlight. So can we just add this keyword to tracking to Searchlight? OK. All right, that was pretty quick. All right, so we just actually added this keyword to be tracked on Searchlight. And from this moment on, I can be able to start to see what type of content is actually performing, what type of page is going to show up when people are searching for most space in college dorm moving forward in the search channel. So Vishal, tell us more about what's happening in Channel Insights for YouTube.
We're very excited to introduce Channel Insights for YouTube. This is the next organic channel that we're reporting on within Searchlight, allowing you to gain insight into the performance of your content on YouTube, and then compare that against the performance within core Google organic search. Now, this is driven by a seamless and totally secure integration with the YouTube Analytics API. What this allows us to do, as Brooke mentioned earlier, is to get valuable keyword-level referral information directly from YouTube, integrate that into Searchlight, and present it alongside your core Google organic performance. We're really excited about Channel Insights for YouTube. To take a closer look at the interfaces and learn more about how Searchlight integrates with YouTube, please join us in the Innovation Lab.
This is great. This is great. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to call Seth to come back on the stage. I want to thank you guys.